discussed in the past 3 weeks is the wildly unusual reason that the Justins were thrown out of the Tennessee state legislature. It was a breach of decorum. Zoe Zephyr was censured for a breach of decorum. And one of the things that Representative Summer Lee from Pennsylvania told me a couple nights ago is, we're not going to make you comfortable. We're not violent, but we're not here to be peaceful and quiet. The point here, if you're going to break the chain a little bit, if you're going to change the way things are done, it's going to make you uncomfortable. This is something that tribal people in this country have struggled with for hundreds of years. The idea that you might be able to get a seat at the table, maybe, or close to the table, as long as you play by our rules. Your rules make us uncomfortable. Your heritage and traditions make us uncomfortable. Play by our rules, and you can be at the table.
I think it's a balance of all of it. I am a Seminole Native American, and I'm also an African American female, but I am the only Democrat vice chair in the state of Oklahoma. I'm fortunate enough to have a legacy of my mom who showed me how to do it. And so, yes, I'd rather talk to my colleagues in the back rooms than debate them on the floor. I think sometimes, yeah, you do have to shake the table, but if you aren't at the table, then you're on the menu. So you have to get to the table, and you're not going to act the same way at a cookout that you act at church. And so there is a level of playing by some of the rules, but we're going to have the conversations. We're going to be in your face about it. And everyone has their own way of doing it. What works in my Oklahoma supermajority legislature may not work for my colleague in California. And so navigating your waters that works best for you, I think we have to be tolerant of that. Even though we're in the same party, my district demographics may be different than my colleagues in California. And so saying that we're all blue, but some of us are light blue. Some of us are electric blue. Some of us are powder blue. Some of us are Tiffany blue. And leaving space for people to be humans. A lot of times we automatically get dehumanized when we get a title because people stick us in a box and stick us in a party, and all of our experience show up to the Capitol with us. And we have to use that to get things done. And sometimes that means being disruptive or having the hard conversations. And sometimes that means playing by the rules. Each situation calls for something different, and we have to be tolerant of how people show up to that table.